and the focus is on Najee Harris. It was a nice performance in his last outing. Almost 170 yards on the ground. It's the Steelers and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now the third-year man, Najee Harris, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
A deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
So on 4th down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his 3rd season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 20 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
They go play action with Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The Jaguars sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run. Winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. On the counter, Etienne. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Pickett sets up play action. He's got this to Pickens.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On second down, this is Harris.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after one on EA's. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. This is caught. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Now ETN to start the drive. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Harris running straight ahead. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Well, that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long for Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Completes it to Douglas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. ETN, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And 2 field goals now mean they take a rare 6-2 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the Steelers set to take the field. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking a lot.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Pickett. Again, it's Johnson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They mark him down at the 39. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And the catch made by Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Off play action, Pickett.
Man open is Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. Damian Pierce, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The rookie, Anthony Richardson, showing exactly why he was taken 4th overall. 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. It's Desmond Ridder with a touchdown pass there. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, he didn't get much, but he didn't need much. He got just enough on that play. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape, and he got to the sideline and got out of bounds, picking up a first down.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On second down, ETN once more.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they'll go again with ETN.
The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback,
They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's Pickett. And there's Darnell Washington.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Foyesade Oluokun picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Pickett now from the gun here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better, had time to survey the field, and still couldn't find an open receiver.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. Now Lawrence, and that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Etienne up the middle.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 7-yard pickup.
On play action, Lawrence
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3 quarters have come and gone.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up second and
Back to the ground with Etienne. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here's Lawrence. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And Johnson going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this to the 26-yard line. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
22 yards.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Pickett on 2nd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down by 15. A minute 56 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And the kick is good, so you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever.